Welcome back to News Geelong here on Channel 31 Analog and Channel 44 on digital, as we turn our attention to the world of Geelong sport and our very own Flying Hawk, the one and only Nathan Currie.
Cheers, Rollo. First up in sport tonight, it's a big welcome to News Geelong's newest reporting recruit, Takia Beard. Her first assignment was to head down to the arena last Saturday night to check out the Geelong Supercats, and she caught up with Captain Braith Cox after his side's surprise loss to the Ballarat Miners.
Here with Team Captain Braith. Braith, it's obviously a disappointing loss. What are your immediate thoughts on the game?
Yeah, losing at home, we don't really like doing much at all, so that's the big issue there. So very disappointing. Just didn't play hard enough in the first three quarters. We seemed to weren't really trying. Well, we were trying, of course, but we just didn't have that sense of urgency for the first three quarters that we had in the last quarter.
Now, there are a few calls made against you in the final quarter. How do you think this affected the score?
Well, umpires don't. I mean, the players are the ones that make the game, so that's not a big issue. But yeah, you know, at the end there it was pretty confusing. But I think the umpires in the end probably made that right decision there. Yeah.
So, what are you going to do to prepare for upcoming games?
Coach is pretty mad, so we've got a meeting tomorrow at 6:30, and he wants us all there. And I think he's pretty upset right now, so hopefully he'll calm down before Monday and we can get a good week on the track and make sure we bounce back.
Thanks for that, Takia. Some very good work there on your first assignment. Next up, News Geelong's man of the Geelong and District Football League, Lowther, caught up with Winchelsea coach Michael Smith after their loss to North Geelong last Saturday.
Mike, obviously a very disappointing loss. What are you going to sort of tell your blokes coming into training on Tuesday night?
Oh, look, it's just about regrouping. Big game next week, you know, Bano, and we just got to get something out of it. You know, we've got to get something out of the year. The last 3 weeks have been, you know, not disappointing, but just disgusting almost. Work rate hasn't been there, and just the attitudes. So we just got to regroup, stick fat, and keep working and try and take steps forward.
Some of the younger players though came in. They looked lively early. Obviously, you got Chalice and you've got Becca Newen, but injuries still hampering your side's performances.
Oh, look, injuries probably hurt most sides, but you know we probably don't have the depth of some other sides. You know, Becca's been fantastic. He's only played his second game, but he has a real crack. And you know, our motto today was just put your body on the line for the team and work hard. And you know, he can hold his head high. Chalice, look, he was probably a little bit off today, but he's obviously an athlete. You know, he's into his running, and he won the Stall Gift 400 and that. So you know, he's got some ability, but we just got to try and find and get it in his hands. You know?
Do you a bit disappointed with how the football broke down across the centre and half forward line today?
Just our midfield's ability to not be able to shut them down. You know, they didn't take ownership. That was our main thing that we've worked on. You know, take ownership, make sure basically go back to one-on-one. You know, we've got a bit of a word that we used to shut them down, and it did get called today, but blokes just didn't take ownership, as I said.
Thanks for that, Cal. News Geelong took a closer look at the GDFL last weekend, and as reported earlier, North Geelong thumped Winchelsea 24-14, 146 to 7-9-51. Taylor Reynolds was judged best of field for the Magpies, whilst the Blues' Bo Swanson tried hard all day. The Werribee Centrals continued their winning form, remaining on top of the ladder after defeating Anarchy by 26 points. Bannockburn and Bellpost Hill recorded wins, and Geelong West won its first game of the year when it bet the also winless Belmont Lions by 100 points. Sorry, Cogsy, better stick to spot the differences, mate. You may have a better chance of winning there. News Geelong also had all the action covered in the Geelong Football League, as it saw St Mary's convincingly beat Newtown and Chilwell by 62 points. David Clark was judged best of field for the second week in a row for the Saints, while Tim McLean was handy kicking 4 goals there. Newtown and Chilwell may have a better chance of getting a win next week when they play Colac, who have been struggling of late. Their most recent loss came at the hands of reigning Premier South Barwon, who had a nice percentage boosting win to remain on top of the ladder. Other winners for the round were Bell Park, St Albans, Leopold and Grovedale, who have amazingly won 2 games in a row now. That's it for sport this week, and before I go, just a shout out to my hairdressers at the Wise Guys who gave me this lovely new haircut. Thanks boys. Until Friday night, it's back to you, Rollo.
Thank you very much, Nathan. Yes, it just reminds you, don't go to those guys for a haircut. But we'll see you again on Friday night. Winter is certainly with us, as the cold mornings and nights are clearly showing us. Sparkling Larni Salathiel joins us with the latest in Geelong weather.
Thank you, Graham. We have a very, very cold week ahead of us taking a look at the next 5 days, and starting with tomorrow, we've got a partly cloudy day with some isolated showers around Geelong, a maximum of just 14. Friday, a partly cloudy day, again some isolated showers and a maximum of 15. For the weekend, Saturday, partly cloudy, scattered showers around Geelong and District with a maximum of 14. For Sunday, partly cloudy day, again with some isolated showers and a maximum of 16. And for the start of next week, Monday, partly cloudy day, with a maximum of just 14. And today we had a cloudy and windy day. Some showers developed around dawn and they're becoming isolated by early evening tonight. We had a minimum of 6 and a maximum of just 13. So a freezing cold day today, and if you're off and about this week, make sure you pack your brolly. There might be a little bit of rain around, and rug up, it's going to be freezing. And until Friday, Graham, that's the weather.
Thank you, Larni. Yes, I won't forget my brolly. You make sure you keep warm, and we'll see you on Friday evening. And thank you for being with us on News Geelong, program number 41. That's right, moving towards a very successful half century. Remember, Lady Rhoda, take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, until Friday night, same time, same place, a very good night.